Hello, my name is Manu Mitra and I will be the instructor for SOAPUI. SOAPUI is actually, it's a definition. I mean, it's a abbreviation. Sorry, it's an abbreviation called Simple Object Access Protocol User Interface. In short, we call SOAPUI. Okay, I will repeat. SOAPUI is Simple Object Access Protocol User Interface. It's that simple. I mean, they wanted to make into like soap kind of thing, a soap UI. Okay, so I will actually walk you through. This is already installed in my system, so this is how it looks like. But you know what? I will go through scratch. I'll show you how to install it. I cannot show you, but I have this document. Actually, I prepared one document for SOAPUI. Guess what? I'll just put it. I'll go into series of lecture, and we'll go through one by one, and we'll go through this one by one and see. So the question is, what can you do with SOAPUI? So that's the question. Now, knowing that SOAPUI, yes, of course, I know I have SOAPUI. It's not a big deal. It's open source, very good. But that's not the point. The point is, what can you do with SOAPUI? So I'll go in detail. Okay. What we can do is, here is some of the important things what you can do with SOAPUI. You can test WSDL, WSDL. Here is it here. No, it's like web services description language. Now we'll go deeper why it is useful and how it is useful, and I have one application. I'll tell you one application of WSDL too. But before that, we will try to know how to install this. Let's keep it a little bit. I'll tell that later, because first we'll go to why do we want to use this SOAPUI. Simple Object Access Protocol User Interface 5.50. I mean, this is what the version I'm using, but I'll show you in the later, like how do we go through this one. Okay, so first thing is, this is very good and very useful tool to test WSDL, Web Services Description Language. Okay. Well, actually, guess what? Actually, I have that WSDL tutorial. We'll go to the WSDL tutorial, and why do we use this WSDL? Okay, first thing is we test WSDL. Okay, good. What is WSDL? We'll talk about that. We'll go first. We'll try to install this SOAPUI and go in detail. We'll talk about that. So do not worry about it. I have this document. What is WSDL, and we'll go through this. Second thing is. This is Amazon Web Services. So second thing is, you can test a REST. A REST is representational state transfer. Okay, that is kind of XML file. I'm sorry, it's an XML file where you can see these objects. You can do that one. So it's a representational state transfer. Unfortunately, I don't have document for that, because this is a good tool for testing WSDL actually. Web Services Description Language, so very good tool. For REST also it's used, but we'll go through this. If I find some documents later, I'll try to give you as a handout. So, okay, first is to test WSDL. Second is to test REST. See here, REST. Third thing is, you can also do functional testing using this. Oh, you can do functional testing, but it's not that. I would say it's not that manual testing. That's a manual testing. You can do that manual testing as a UI. Just open this, go to this browser and start testing. That is more appropriate. But the point is, here you can do this manual testing as a developer point of view. Okay, not as a testing point of view. So if you are thinking as SIT or unit testing, then SOAPUI is for you. We'll go through that too at one point of time, probably. Not probably, we will actually go through this, because that's a part of the lesson. It's part of my this lecture. So It's not probable. You have I planned that for, so you have to know that one. Okay, this functional testing, but that functional testing is more applicable as a developer point of view. Okay, and the fourth thing is you can do load testing. Ooh, load testing. It's not that detail level. It's good. I mean, you can do it. You can see your logs. You can do it. That's fine. You can do load testing too. Load testing is also you can do using SOAPUI. Okay, I'll show you how and where you have to create test cases in this new thing. But we don't worry about this. I'll show you how to install this probably in the next class. This class probably is meant for what is the users of SOAPUI, and you want to know applications of SOAPUI. So that's the reason. Okay. The next thing is Loadrunner security testing. You can also do security testing with this, with the SOAPUI. Okay, so these are the things. Oh yeah, if you want to get certified, go ahead and click on this and see how you can get certified. But my classes are meant for as a tutorial point of view, so that you will have some knowledge before actually going to get certificate. Certification will be a little tricky questions. They don't go in. I mean, it's kind of questions which are some are hard. I prepare a lot of questions, and those are kind of hard, which I never heard of that. So those kind of things. So certification is a little bit a different thing altogether. So first thing first, let's recap. Okay, this is an introduction class. Probably next class I will introduce how to install. I have this document. I kept this document actually, installation instruction. So how do you get this? So there are two ways to do it. One, if you don't have admin access, actually it doesn't require admin access. I installed this without an administration. Okay, without administration privileges, I installed this whole thing. This is really good tool. All right. Second thing is using Java applet. Java applet, you can do that. Let me show you pretty quick. Actually, I do have that. It's lower versions 5.2.1. Let me close this because probably I'll go to the next class and show you. Now this will give you a lot of errors, but don't worry about it. Here is the thing. I will run soapui.bat. Lot of errors. Just don't worry about it. Okay. Because the JDK is actually is in a different location and it's not able to recognize. So don't worry about it. And it's not supposed to give an error if you have a new JDK, Java Development Kit. So JDK is very important. So you need to have that JDK before you are downloading that one. So there are two ways. Is this running yet? Yeah, that's good. This is the similar thing, not same. The version is different if you see this. But with both the things, you can do pretty much similar functionality. With this thing is, so this is a Java applet actually. Okay, this is a Java applet. This is probably the old one. You can do the same thing actually. Oops, I screwed up. So no, I can actually drag this here and put it at my convenience. Okay, alright. So okay, here's the takeout from this class. So I'll close this class. This class was only meant to show you the applications of SOAPUI. Now, if you are using SOAPUI, you have to know why you are using SOAPUI, right? You have to know SOAPUI. So in the next class, I'll go through this various installation process for SOAPUI. We will be going a little bit in detail. Okay. Not in detail actually. It's a kind of tutorial. Probably I will show you this few of these modules, but rest I'll leave it to you, because there are so many things to do here. Trust me, even I don't know. So okay, let's close this. Yeah, so this gets closed automatically. That's good. Okay, so I'll go back to my new version, that is I'll go here, bin, and I'll click this one. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will go from scratch how to install it. I have this documented because I already installed it, so I cannot show you again. But here is the takeout from this from our class. What are the applications of SOAP? First thing, what is SOAPUI? Simple Object Access Protocol User Interface. Okay, that's the this is not the definition, it's abbreviation for SOAPUI. All right. Second thing, what you do with SOAPUI? We can do testing, WSDL testing, that is Web Services Description Language, WSDL. In short, it's called WSDL. Okay, so WSDL testing, Web Services Description Language, and we'll see how does this look like. It's an XML file. Basically, in the XML file, you have all the information, and probably I'll show you one example. 3 of them will go through it. Government level, we have this government level SOAPUI, because I was not able. So previously I used to practice this long back in the year 2009, I guess 2009 to 2010. The problem was 2013 I used this. Thing was, what happened, I was not able to find out that URL, the free WSDL actually. There are not many free WSDLs, but I found out, and we'll go through this. So this is what the Endpoint Explorer. In the old versions, it's directly from here. In the new versions, they made it like this. So okay, so here's the thing. First, application of SOAPUI is WSDL testing, Web Services Description Language testing. Second, REST testing, REST Representational State Transfer Machine. So it's XML file. It's basically XML file, fill the information, and what exactly happens in this is you send the request to the server and you get the response from the server. I'll go through one of the examples, real-time example. I'll show you what's the use of this. Okay. First is WSDL testing. Second is REST. Third is you can do load testing. Fourth is you can do security testing. Fifth is you can do functional testing. We'll go through 5 of them. Probably not 5 classes for each of them, but we'll go through this so that the whole point is to get you an idea of usage of this SOAPUI. Okay, so not I can show you. It depends on the project, basically how the project is running. I can show you everything what is required, but it's completely based on the project, right? How the project wants to run. So my intention is to how you want to use in corporate world. This is mostly used in corporate world, and how do you want to use it. So that's pretty much for this class. I just wanted to keep it short, so just wanted to show you what's the next class. We'll go to the installation. There is no administration. You are lucky on that, or probably there might be if an administrator wants to install for you, and it's there in the different different process. Of course there might be an administration, probably in the preferences section, but if you are installing an open source, so there is no, oops, this is taking too long. Yeah, so there's a lot of things. So you you will not have much of administrative things as open source, but if you're using a pro, SOAPUI Pro, so when you're using SOAPUI Pro, probably there might be administration, and you might work with that administration thing. Only access, you'll be having a few limited access. Okay, so that's pretty much for Simple Object Access Protocol User Interface. Alright, and applications are WSDL testing, REST testing, functional testing, load testing, security testing. That's pretty much I wanted to let you know about SOAPUI. So I'll see you in the next class. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.